Hello, welcome to Motel's Weird Weekend, a tale of a fake identity innkeeper and suspicious guests. Everyone thought it was ridiculous, but some were nodding along, thinking, this sounds maybe true. She said, you guys are nuts. Maybe it's the glass window spirits at play? Turns out, the brochure said. Motel is near graveyards. Back then, Native Americans moved away only to find themselves saying goodbye due to a water shortage. So the behind-the-scenes culprit is those vengeful native ghosts. That's just making Rod more jumpy. All clues point to the shopkeeper, yet no one supports him. What a lonely shop. Angry Rod vowed everyone stay till dawn. Move and hell pull out. A gun. His authority worked. The rabble turned quiet. Just then, a noise boomed from the suite. Rod gasped. The wounded child's mother surprisingly stopped breathing. Oh no. George was an accident. Trust Larry was 7. They hurriedly moved the truck that ran over the glasses guy. They found a tag with number 7 on the corpse, and everyone couldn't believe their eyes. Even the usually calm Lord was stunned. The only explanation is the killer's not human. John sensed something wrong, told Little Maid to take Susan and the boy to scram. But as soon as they got in the car, it exploded. Everyone banded together to douse the fiery flames. Then they found an even creepier scene. There were no traces of Little May or the boy in the wreckage. Furious Rod pointed at John, blaming him for it all. But when he tried to leave, he discovered the glasses guy's corpse had vanished. They rushed to other accident sites, only to find the bodies had disappeared into thin air, the blood on the wall leaving wiped clean. With her nerves on edge, Little May began to scream frantically. The shopkeeper, filled with disbelief, swiftly opened the tin box, and to their utter shock, everyone's birthday turned out to be May 10th, just like the 4 of them. Just then, lightning struck, sapping the motel's power, and in the low light, John scrutinized everyone's ID. Soon had found another commonality. Everyone's name had a place in it. Wow! Suddenly John's brain tangled, and he inadvertently recited a poem. Where do the majestic melodies take me? After experiencing a moment of dizziness, John unexpectedly found himself transported to another world, tied up just like a mental patient. He sat before a bunch of strangers. A man handed him a photo, asking him to identify, but John had no clue who was in the photo until he glanced into the mirror the man handed him. He was shocked to discover. The subtitles revealed it was precisely the person in the photograph reflected in the mirror. It turned out that everything happening in the motel was merely a dream induced by the doctor's hypnosis. Including John, the 11 trapped in the motel were all just dreams of the crazy McKen. 4 years ago, McKen's evil persona took 6 lives. The doctor wanted to medicate him out of existence. Planned to wage a war in the hospital, but was dragged away while trying to eliminate McKen's evil persona. So McKen, who was about to be executed, may be saved. John was back in confusion again. Suddenly, a blinding light flashed, and John returned to McKen's dream, resolved to defeat the evil. Meanwhile, the other 3 frantically worked on fixing the damaged power lines. Little May seized the moment to hop into Rod's police car. But while rummaging through the glove compartment, she found prisoner files, realizing Rod, the cop, was actually a convict. Turns out, Rod knifed the cop in charge of them before dark, keeping it in his sock. To hide his identity, he wore police gear. Frightened, Little May slipped inside to find an electrician to flee with. But instead, she fell right into Rod's grasp. Just as she panicked, the electrician showed up and whacked Rod with a fire extinguisher. The electrician wanted to flee, but Rod shot him down in no time. What a disaster! Meanwhile, Little May was cornered to one desperate moment after another. Just then, John showed up. Little May's reaction confirmed for him that Rod was the evil entity. So he boldly strolled over to Rod, ready to hand him that gun. Seconds later, the evil Rod was done for. A wounded John collapsed in the rain, sorrowfully fleeing. Cornered John suddenly fulfilled his mission. Little May's safety was the hope. So he quietly moved beside Rod, gun in hand, but Little May dashed in front to protect him. After a quick checkup, she wanted to take John to the hospital, but he released her grip. I have fulfilled my mission. As long as those representing goodness exist, my world will experience a rebirth. McKen in the real world shed tears. Dreamy Little May finally saw the sunshine, driving the boss truck alone toward his dream orchard. The evil persona was eradicated, and the doctor, alongside the prosecutor, convinced the judge to postpone McKen's execution. Thus, the judge transferred McKen to a mental hospital for further treatment, and he in the car wore a blissful smile. After a long journey, the kind persona Little May finally achieved his dream, shining hope ahead. Everything seemed settled, yet just then, Little May unearthed a unique key tag while clearing over at the willow tree. As he trembled, looking up, the boy in the blast held his hand, becoming part of the dream.